This is the second video of the overview of summative assessment, and you have reviewed the task guide, and I've explained to you the relationship between the statement of inquiry and also the story about the perseverance rover and also the criterion. But what is actually the task in here? So you are asked to create three different egg drop projects, three different egg drop designed using your knowledge of impulse and momentum, and also you have to test it. You make a procedure, a fair procedure, which one of this among of those three designs actually the best one. This is the problem. You have to define and clarify what is the best. You have to make a criterion of how durable will be measured in these investigations. Now into the video. I believe by now you have decided your egg drop design. Now, how to actually navigate to task-specific clarifications to meet the actual expectation in this task. Here you can see every part of the task there are questions and there are code next to it, B1, B2, B3, B4. That is referring to criterion B. And if you scroll even further, you'll see that criterion C also has code in there, C1, C2, C3, C4, and C5. Let's say you are going to start with B1 in here. B1 and B2, there are 4 questions in there, from describing your research question until explaining the scientific reasoning of your hypothesis. If you're wondering what is actually the expectation in there, you can basically scroll down, find the B1 and B2 under criterion B clarification. Here you are at the clarification of B1 in the 7 until 8 level of achievement. It is said RQ, or research question, shows clear variables. So the meaning by this is actually you able to transform from the big questions to become your research question. So this is our big question. Which design of egg drop is the best designed? As you can see, this question is not focused yet. The word best, for example, is having multiple interpretations. When people read the word best, they will have different interpretations one to another. So your task is to clarify what will be your chosen one to be criterion of being the best. That is what we call it variables.
To all this endless space, falling stars, but still I see you, a sweet escape, a lovely start, but letting go's the hardest part.
Now let's compare the clarifications at different level of achievement. Here you can see there are 2 different level of achievement, 5 until 6 and 7 until 8. We are going to focus on B1 only. As you can see, the sentence are very similar except for one part. Completely and partially consider the theory of impulse and momentum.
Comes morning.
According to the theory of impulse and momentum, there are 3 factors affecting the force during the impact. They are change in velocity, mass, and time of impact. If you are aim to achieve 7 until 8 level of achievement, then you need to explain these 3 factors for each of your egg drop design.
A lovely start, but letting go's the hardest part.
Let's take a look at more example. Here we have B3 at 3 different level of achievement. At the first sentence, we can see that all of these 3 showing the same clarification. Show sufficient variation of independent variable. Number of sufficient variation of independent variables is 3 variation. At the second part of the clarification, we started to see the difference in using command term, state, outline, and describe how to measure the dependent variable. State is typically using one sentence. Outline is typically giving a brief of detailed account, while describe is the most complete one, where you can mention what is the tools that you used, why you choose that tools, and how accurate is that tools to measure your dependent variables. The last part of B3 clarification is about controlled variable. Here you can see clearer difference among all three level of achievement. 5, 6, and 7, 8 level of achievement required you to consider Mars conditions in order to choose your controlled variable. It is important for you to be able to recognize the situation that can be modeled and cannot be modeled at your house situation. Because at the end, our mission is also to make a model of safe landing in Mars, so at least you have to be able to propose a control variable as the effort to mimic the condition of Mars. If you miss this criterion, then you more likely will get the achievement of 3 until 4. As you can see, 3 until 4 doesn't require you to talk about Mars at all.
Looking up, life moves in ways that keeps changing. Catch a glimpse.
Okay, that's all for the second video. Hopefully you guys now understand how to basically trace back the task specific clarification tree, and you can basically measure yourself to meet the expectation of the teacher. Good luck!
And just like you used to be.